Suckering Sacritash. You sad son of a gun. So I presume you're here because you discovered a sad detail about your beloved. She's burning, and I mean oil. Now, to be honest, I really did not expect this to be happening to my Subaru Sambar. She's my little JDM, originally from the land of the rising sun. Little four-cylinder with less than 40,000 miles on her. And yet she was burning quite consistently. This came to my attention recently, and I was definitely not willing for that to be the reason that I started giving up on her. So considering I caught it somewhat early, what is early? Because there's different degrees of burning oil, then I don't need to be adding more than 2 quarts between oil changes, which really that is stretching it. I have some friends, one gentleman who has a Speed 3 that's turboed that eats oil like it's nobody's business. I know plenty of BMW owner that also goes through oil like it's nobody's business. And again, this is not in any way limited to any one car, whether it's German, JDM, Korean, any of the above. It can happen for numerous reasons, especially if it's a used car, due to manufacturing defects, due to abuse, due to just not being maintained properly. Anywho, we're not going to be pointing fingers. You're in a safe space here.
Amen.
If you find out that your car is burning oil before you start committing to an engine rebuild or tear down or replacement, God forbid, even saying those things hurts, let's talk about what we can do to start treating the problem.
Yes, please.
So if you're burning oil, it's getting in one of 2 ways. Either through your valves because they're not seating well anymore. There could be a few different reasons for that. And that's probably caused by your injection system. Or is going to be your piston rings, which is, I'd say, maybe the more common one. Piston rings get worn out. That could be because the engine is usually revving too high or it's not lubricated enough. Either way, piston rings start to wear out. Oil starts getting into the cylinder.
God, no.
Same way, if the valves wear out, oil gets into the cylinder, combusts with the gas, and you'll notice it in your tailpipe. If you don't notice it there, you'll notice it when you're doing oil changes because you're coming up short. So if we are hoping that we still caught this early enough that we could be treating this and making a meaningful difference, I recommend a 2-part fix. And it's what I'm going to be doing on my Sambar. First part being that I'm going to introduce some kind of cleaner into the engine, right into the engine oil. I'm going to be using Seafoam. Seafoam, maybe you've used this in your gas. It helps to clean out your injectors, which great use for it there. Put Seafoam into your injectors every time you get an oil change. Helps avoid some gas problems that you may be having, either injectors getting clogged, fuel lines having problems. So we're going to take and we're going to add some of the detergent, the Seafoam, right into our engine oil. The way that we're going to do that is usually 1 ounce of the Seafoam to each quart of oil that the engine takes. So for me, that was about 3 ounces. She takes about 3.4 quarts of oil. Afterwards, you want to run that for about 100, 200 miles. We're going to go for the sweet spot. Let's say 150. And after we run it there for about 150 miles, the oil that you have, and again, if you're running low, when you introduce the Seafoam, also top off some oil. Then after we run it for some miles, 150 we're saying, we're going to dump it out and just do a traditional oil change. We take out the filter, we take out all the oil, and then we're going to pour in a nice fresh batch of oil. For her, it's going to be 1030. We pour in some fresh oil, and with that, we're going to put in some kind of oil treatment. And when we fill it up with oil, we're also going to put in something like liquid moly or engine restore or Marvel mystery oil. So I believe even Lucas's has something like this. I went with Restore, and there you just want to mix in the proper amount. We're even going to talk about how we can measure that out to make sure that we are adding the proper amount. In case you don't have like one of those kitchen measuring cups that you want to sacrifice for an oil change. And then once we fill it up, we're just going to let it run. So then your engine oil plus the Restore is going to swoosh around in there, drive it regular, just like you did it when you had detergent in there. Take her on the highway, take her on the city, so you're having a low RPMs, high RPMs. Both the solutions throughout their treatment span can circulate throughout the whole engine. And afterwards, just keep an eye on it. All that being said, I'm going to follow back up, let you know how it goes after everything is done, and if this actually works, because I've always known this to be more of a Hail Mary. Anywho, we're going to run that on the Sambar, and we're going to see how that does. I'm going to be reporting back to you in case you want to be trying this in your vehicle. Stay posted.
1,000 years later.
All right, and now fast forward a few months, frankly. I don't know if you can tell by my attire. We're in the summer now. And just an update. So the treatment, in my opinion, has gone good. My expectations were not that it was going to resolve the oil burning problem by any means. I don't think there's anything beyond a engine rebuild that could, permanently resolve oil burning. Everything else is just meant to slow down. And I'll be honest, I'm pleasantly surprised by this. I had a modest outlook for what would be the actual results. And I believe that by this point, I've probably driven around 200, 250 miles. And when I check the dipstick, it's significantly less burning that's going on. Now, when I did the initial job, I took and the rest of the Restore and mixed in with the rest of the oil, and I carry that in my back. I don't know if you can see that red jug of oil. So I'm going to just keep an eye on her, and every couple of months check up. So far I have not had to top her off. You can see by the dipstick she's burned a little bit, but really a negligible amount in my opinion compared to what I was seeing previously. So anyway, you guys, I hope you found this helpful. If your car is burning oil, it's not worth giving up on if you can't afford a rebuild, because that is quite cumbersome and a hard pill to swallow. Just some proper treatment and you'll be all right, especially you turbo boys. You know who I'm talking to. Anyway, guys, stay safe. See you on the road.